Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here in the old world with the very friendly Chaos Invasion. Oh, don't mind us. Don't worry, we're not going to burn down your things. We're not savages. Oh, wait, we are. Oh, terribly sorry. But currently my finances are a bit of... I need to do something about that. Might have to either put out some troops, or put down some troops, I suppose, in a sense, but I just need to really hit some towns, raid them, pillage them, sack them, and also extort a lot of gold from armies as well, so that's going to hurt my replenishment, but I need, gold to actually further able to expand here. As economy does seem to be, strange enough, sort of one of the vampires' bigger weaknesses. They just don't really generate a lot of economy, and again, in theory they can trade, unlike the orcs, just, well, there's no one really wants to trade with them. So that does create a bit of a awkward situation here again, where I do in theory have a lot of trade resources, they just can't actually do anything with them. So that's sort of a bit awkward there.
Right is mine.
But let's return here, see what happens. Straightforward Obersteier, which is pretty much screwed there. A lot to do there, but again, if I catch Karl Franz, that should be no problem. He burns it down, the cheeky monkey man. We'll show him the price of messing with the von Karsteins. A lot of captains there from the Empire. They do love spamming their agents, the AIs. Do love spamming them. And of course, by now, of course, the Beastmen have been more or less confirmed. There's trailers out. They seem to check the Steam page for the DLC. You can pretty much see every unit they get, more or less, and they get a lot of stuff there. There's a lot of interesting stuff as well there. And it looks like they confirmed what the free unit is, and that's, a wizard. And I'm like, I don't want to play Harry Potter, I want to play Warhammer. Don't give me wizards, give me some more units, some huntsmen, the Hunts Martian, or something a lot more interesting than another law of magic I'm not going to use, because that's the thing, I'm not going to use the Amber Wizard either. Most likely, anyways. I barely use any of the others, because it's just too much management on the field of battle to constantly have to manage, so it's not like I'm going to go for more magic half the time. There you go.
Thou terrorist. Then go. The true von Karstein. Strike
Go.
out. None shall live. That intriguing plan.
Ford Obersteier up again.
My bloodline calls.
Otto von Karstein. It's funny how many people claim to be a von Karstein. I'd be surprised there's some squirrel that's called von Karstein. I mean, they do need to look into some of those naming conventions, because it gets a bit silly eventually.
Right. Ready.
Oh, that's my dog. Ruffles von Karstein. Why do you ask? Oh, good lord, no. Please don't eat my soul. I'm sorry.
This night.
I offended the magnanimous vampire lords. I'm terribly sorry about that.
Follow me. What do you want? Good. This will do.
There we go.
Night march.
It hurts my replenishment a bit, but it does, we'll have more resources then push towards either more troops or, strengthening the economy.
March.
There you go. That actually ended up being quite a profitable rebellion to put down brutally. Very profitable. Indeed. So there you go, that's a bit of a financial boost, which should help some of it. Some of it anyways. Don't know if I'll keep that one, to be honest. We'll upgrade this one for a bit more income, not a lot, but still some. That army's going to take a bit while they're sort of getting, well, functioning order. What we'll do though is get him a vampire to work with him. That one's pretty handy. Then they shall overall tune up for a larger force. Then I shall strike at the moot and then go for Woodbird. Of course, they've got the army here, but that will be handled by these chaps once they sort of got their losses a bit replenished.
Yes, my son.
Yes. Oh, now you're willing to make them. I don't know. I do not know. Not really much in it for me, so no. Still got to rank them, and so far, I mean, if Chaos decides to actually go to war with me, I'll consider it, but until then, you know, I'd rather push forward and expand my empire of the dead. Further strengthen my economy, so I can actually fight the Chaos when they would decide, you know, it's time to give the old corpses a good heave-ho. But so far, again, they seem to just be treating it like a bit like a road trip where people just sort of drop dead from, I don't know, death. Look at this, y'all dropped dead, ha ha ha, he was clearly not strong enough. I mean, I'm going to eventually go to war with them, but rather, you know, they expend their power against the other guys, and then I just, you know, stab them in the back. And in that case, you'll probably make peace with the Empire, let them deal with it, instead I'll go to war with someone else in the meanwhile. There's certainly an option as well. That is an option as well. Moot, is that fortified? Nope.
I'll ignore that. I'll take Sigma.
Then again, that army is not looking too grand.
No.
Kemper bad.
This better be important.
I'll take that one as well, so I can actually have the full province.
What? March. We shall rise. This was my plan.
Let's not get too overeager there.
Thine right is mine.
Go. Do an additional durability there. For the glorious from Karstein armies. Volksgrad. Let's get that upgraded before they decide to turn against me, in which case at least be slightly fortified and also have some grave guards to stand, well, guard over it. In fact, with great weapons, which is quite impressive, since that's a bit of a boost, plus a lot of black knights as well. That's actually quite a sizable garrison when you think about it. But then again, they're undead. It's not like, you know, they're in a sense that difficult to find for the vampires.
My bloodline calls.
I might have to pull that on bag actually, since there's going to be another rebellion there.
Mortals, thou hast
Sure. Might as well. Consolidate a bit and then go to war against someone else. I think I'll go to war with the Greenskins. They're not really going to trade with me anyway, so they really don't serve any purpose besides just being a really large money jug to just sort of break open and shake vigorously. I'm a bit worried what it is that they're trying at, though. I'm gonna have to keep at least one army about to sort of keep an eye on the bastards. If I'm planning to head on to the Orcs.
you dare. Do not displease me. True Propagandacaster. Night March.
Oh yes, the Boca Palace. That would be a pretty handy one to get. A bit expensive. Yeah. After the Orcs we go to raid, plunder, and loot.
I grow impatient.
That ought to do the trick for my sliding economy. While we wait for Chaos to figure out what the hell he wants to do. And I might just sort of keep milling about. Oh, look at us, we're all big and scary and hairy.
Be gone.
Next turn we shall strike there.
I hunt. This night.
And Talabheim just sort of slowly grows. Somehow, despite most people being dead, though there's probably going to be some ones still alive in there. I guess they'll have some kind of growth. There's also that battle down there, that quest battle for something. What was it again? What would it involve? Might be tempted to go for it. The bonuses are sufficient. Useful. On. Sword of Unholy Power. Oh, right, recruitment cost, vampire corruption, attack, post loot. Oh. That's actually pretty good. Mostly goblins, a few orcs. Bit expensive to teleport to. Yep, to hell with it.
Destruction. Wipe them out. Destroy them.
Surely there could be no ill consequences from that whatsoever. Might also make me slightly more friendly with the dwarves, which might then lead to some other benefits. Slightly more mobile necromancer could also have its benefits. Well, he's sent rapidly running there from the advancing Chaos Hordes. More Varg. A lot more of them.
Obliterate. Move.
Go, sacked.
Impress me. Kill them. Raise them. Attack.
Might as well hit Oakenhammer as well while I can and just trade that for all of its lovely dark magic. There we go. All of a sudden, I'm a lot richer. Funny how that works.
Darkness comes.
And there's still, I think, a lot more to be earned from Sufbar, and even Oakenham I can probably still sack another time at the very least. Right, let's do that. Since of course we want the Blood Knights, yes. The Blood Knights. Save some monies there for later. Careful not to make too many investments too rapidly.
Yes.
And that should also have the effect, basically, just constantly sacking the orcs, of making the other perhaps a bit more friendly towards me in the Empire, the dwarves, and thusly I might actually have a tiny chance of actually doing some trade there then. By just appearing like, hey, I'm on your side, tasty human. I mean, fellow human, yes. Do not worry about the fact that I'm dead. I'm clearly on your side. Look as I'm stabbing these greenish orc things, yes. We are very much on the same side. Ignore the fact that I'm allowing the Chaos Hordes to pass through my territories. That is a mere anomaly. just seem to be eagerly suffering all the attrition they can get away with in my territories. But light water. And I have to get a necromancer. What's wrong with these people? What is wrong with them? Literally. I mean, I have to send like 2 heroes all the way down. Good lord.
This night. Bring war.
Not much there, I guess.
I'll take Sigmar's throne. The true
Still,
Warhammer
Oakenhammer burned down. That does help me out a bit, I suppose. And again, there's slightly better diplomacy with the other chaps. Look at the dwarves there. Hey. This von Karstan, he can't be that. Oh, the Empire, though, hates me. For obvious reasons. Avalon sort of kind of like, hey, you're not too bad. But the dwarves are clearly sort of going my way. That's great. That can actually be my advantage down the road. Just need to keep whacking the orcs.
Undeath Ascendant.
Oh, we got another vampire here.
Moving.
She's
My
had to create
thralls
some
will
corruption there
inveigle.
in the moat. Research-wise, we're almost done there, which would definitely give me a small economic boost there with upkeep going down, but otherwise we're going towards here, and over a look towards, you know, building up a bit the economy further. Chaos Rebels. That could be a slight problem. Gonna have to rush up to deal with that. But that's a minor inconvenience.
Oh, mighty Lord, the fates have surely selected you for greatness. Thanks to...
More sleep shines.
Hitting Sufbar again.
Handle my sword. All die.
Expand Sylvania's borders.
That was an awfully American accent. For a realm that does not have an America. Expand, neighbor. Are you alright there, Hildegard? Yes. Just passing madness. Why do you sound like a man all of a sudden? Shit. Well then, slow progress, but getting there. Getting there. Just need to keep hitting those orcs. And convince the others I'm on their side, yes. Air Geek's being besieged there. Not good for Middenland. Blood is power. That should actually give me a bit of a boost there. And next up, I don't know, turning nightly orders. Be helpful, I think.
Obliterate. What? Kill them. Raise them.
Right, one more, then we'll just burn it down. And next up, Carrick Dromar. Wonderful Carrick Dromar.
Now.
Chaos Rebels.
For now.
Let us take them on in battle, shall we? And show them who is Zeke. Good lord, he's ugly. You can see why he turned to chaos. I still got that thing there, friends, so that should be very much within the directly. I don't have anything sort of seriously on my PS chat, and that's about it. A bit of a while there, but overall I do have the numbers, so I could probably just take out the rest, and the rest might just break.
Vampire Law. I thirst.
Oh, he's
Vampire
not.
Law. Eternal. Night has fallen.
Yes. On his most dead horse. There you go, rushing out of this quite eagerly there. He's also got a power stone there, that's actually quite handy. Plus of course the ability to raise the dead. Of course this fellow can do a lot there. Curse of Years, Wind of Death. He's got a lot to work with there, that's for sure. And of course, Van Hell's Dance Macabre.
A pitiful pet that should be spared.
Just setting up for positions here before, well, charging forwards. The zombies shall go first, drawing the attention and the ire of the enemy, and then the rest will hit. Like an awful lot of bricks.
My Van Hell's will. With haste.
That didn't quite get the right hooked. Yeah, they should be a bit easier to catch up with. Theoretically, anyways.
Dead are mine. Still my beating heart.
Right, just surround them.
Look at the odds against us.
Well, the trolls are making short work here of something, it seems. Hard to say what. Our skeleton warriors, and the trolls themselves also suffering a bit here.
I will see to it.
There you go. Being hit from every side here. Cursed, and other nasty things. I'm just getting absolutely crushed here. The Chaos Warriors are probably doing the best here to a certain extent, but even they're just sort of failing under the severe pressure being exerted against them.
Life is a pain.
I'm fixed.
The Chaos wrought armor is nothing before the undead. Oh well, a unit's been wiped out. Tragic.
You serve me.
Surely not a unit I can easily replace. At all. It's pretty much just the Chaos Warriors that are really fighting ahead there, and even they are sort of struggling a bit, to put it mildly.
Rip their souls out.
Here they still stand, but I doubt it's going to be for much longer. There we go, complete collapse of the Chaos Rebels. Winter Lovers or whatever. The forces overrun. He is completely surrounded.
This night.
one bites dust.
Going. This night.
Joins the ranks of the undead. It should certainly serve as a bit of an economic boost as well. But your next up super will be burned down to the ground. And further upgrades for Orbuster. Again, gotta keep the frontline fortifications there strong. Hey. And the greenskins seem preoccupied with other matters, which rather works out nice for me. Again, I'm just raiding them and using them sort of as a PR campaign, if you will, just sort of, hey, I'm on your side, vote for cast iron. As part of the Alliance Against Chaos, I totally won't backstab you once we've dealt with them. At all. Ostland is gone.
I'll take destruction.
Almost down there with Castle Drakenhof. Good. We can upgrade here. We can also finally fortify Beckhaven,
What do you want?
which is ultimately what we're kind of looking for. Slightly tougher Beckhaven as well. Yes. Even positive, very positive. There's still some work there with Middenland, which is currently getting crashed by the Chaos Hordes.
Attack.
There we go. That has breathed its last sigh, if you will. So now there's only Karak Groma left there. The rest has been burned to the ground. So for that should make me more impressed with me. Yes, indeed. I mean, always racing stuff just makes them like you more. That's really one of the things that sort of just makes them convinced. Yeah, he's cool. He's burning down the staff of our enemies. That one's pretty handy to consider there in sort of diplomacy. There might then slowly be a sort of room there for
My throng stands ready. Do
work with the dwarves there.
yes.
Back to friendly territory to replenish some of those losses. And that one's going to be expensive as the devil. But I want it. I want those Blood Knights. I do want them badly.
Not
Oh.
doing it.
Looks like the orcs are finally ready to say hello there. And with that, though, I think we'll be stopping here. Thank you all for joining. I hope you enjoyed this little episode here. Only one battle, but certainly some slight action. Mostly they're just beating up the orcs. They're taking all their stuff and looting it, just sort of setting up a building there. But we're going to have some big battles here versus Grimcore Ironhorde down the road here with this Black Orcs with their Immortal Spanner as well there. So that's definitely going to be some tough stuff down the road.
The true Von Carstein.
So if you enjoyed this, subscribe, like, share it, and so on. And I'll be back in another 2 days' time with another episode. We'll be fighting the orcs a lot more. Cheers, everybody.